presented, so. First and second, so Counselor Bennett, seconder, Counselor Harlan.
Oh, we should give it.
Never get to second.
Oh, the mayor is seconding. We're going to give it to Mayor Henderson.
First
for
one this
second.
year.
Any other additions or questions? Okay, so all those in favor of accepting the agenda, say aye.
Aye.
Contrary minded? So that's carried. And disclosure of the conflict of interest? I don't see any hands flying up, so I guess there's none. And now we're on the presentations. Are you ready to take?
I'm
over?
ready. Yeah. Thank you.
You're
All right.
welcome. Thank you
brings
very
us
much.
To the main purpose of the agenda this evening in the first meeting, it's bylaw number 24-04, a heritage conservation bylaw, public hearing of objections, EBC 240902. Before we give anyone from the public an opportunity to come up and speak either in opposition or express concern or in support of this bylaw, I'd ask that you state your name and your address. And as well, just in the essence of time, we'll ask you to limit your comments. I think the procedural bylaw says under 10 minutes. Is that correct, Mr. Nopper? So because we do have another meeting after this evening, we will stick to that. Mr. Nopper, if you just want to give them a 1 minute more warning if anyone needs to. And again, this is a hearing of objections. It is to hear from the public. It's not to hear from council. So if you do have any questions, you can submit them after the fact. And if anyone is watching this either on Facebook or Zoom, whatever you submit even after the fact, right until we go through third reading and beyond, it does get circulated through council. So just if you do miss this and catch it after, it does not mean that you cannot provide an opinion on the matter. So at this particular time, I will see, is anyone online, Mr. Nopper?
Yes, we have one online.
Do you want
Do you want to start with them?
see if anyone would like to start online?
Mr. Kelly, if you have any comments, questions, concerns regarding the heritage bylaw, you have your chance to speak to council now. You'd asked to unmute if you have any comments.
Excuse me. Thank you very much, Paul. No, I'm, as you know, a member of the Heritage Bylaw Committee, so I'm here to listen to what the public has to say.
Thank you, Mr. Kelly.
Thank you, Mr. Nopper. And I do know that we did have a few letters from the public, which you have circulated to council. And I know that several councilors have talked to me about it. So would anyone that is in the audience tonight like to speak in regards to this?
Your worship, sorry, just, you probably should, you won't have to go through the letters and name, but you probably should, for the record,
Okay.
indicate who has
Do
corresponded.
we normally do that though? Because sometimes we've had dozens
should
and
be.
dozens of letters. Yeah. Okay.
Deal.
All right. So in this package, we do have one from Jim Creighton, which is enclosed, Mark Blaugrave, Lisa Caskey, Lee spent some time on hers. Perfect. Well, we'll come to that in just a moment. That's everybody that is that has written in advance. So at this particular time, the mic is open. So if anyone would like to come before council and provide some feedback, it's more than welcome to. So the mic is open.
Ms. Sokaski, all your materials that were provided to council.
Oh, my goodness. Well, you now have multiple copies of what I'm going to present tonight. I'm Lisa Caskey, 124 William Street, Charles Horstel House, built in 1903, and I was just working on it today. I know all sorts of things about character defining elements and maintaining old structures. I'm probably one of the greatest advocates of a heritage bylaw this town has ever seen in the last number of years. I've spent a lot of time on it, and I will continue to do that whenever I have the opportunity. That said, I'm a strong advocate of us having a heritage bylaw, but I am speaking in objection to the text as written now. As there are flaws in that, legal, technical, and functional flaws that need to be fixed before it's ready for first reading. I'd hoped those would have been done sooner. And the Heritage Board is aware of those. So I've written out for you what I think now are the most critical ones. They're all easy fixes. In fact, I've even provided the wording for them. It could be done very quickly, but they are critical to have that document be legal and functional. So I hope you'll get to that, and I'd be happy to help anytime. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And council at the readings do have the opportunity to make those amendments. It's just for the public hearing of objections. We wanted to be consistent with what was presented in the public presentations, but thank you very much. We do have those changes. Anyone else? One more call. Anyone else in the audience like to speak in regards to this hearing of objections? All right then. So we do not need question period since it was a hearing of objections. So I will be looking at 6:42 PM to adjourn this first meeting. Could I have a mover? I've got Deputy Mayor Akji and seconded by Councillor Gumashell. All in favor of adjourning, please signify by saying aye. That's everybody. We are adjourned and we'll start the next meeting in about 3 minutes.